Have you ever wondered what the secret to living past 100 really is? Forget expensive treatments and miracle pills. The answer might actually be on your plate. Every culture with the longest living people has one thing in common: the food they eat daily. But here's the twist. There are specific foods that science and tradition agree on. Foods that fight aging, boost energy, and protect you from chronic disease. And if you eat them every single day, you could not only live longer, but live better. So don't scroll away, because in this video, we're revealing the exact foods that could unlock a century of life. Stick around, because food number 5 might surprise you the most. Food number 1 is leafy greens. Yes, those simple, vibrant green leaves might just be your first real step toward reaching 100. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, and arugula are nutritional powerhouses that most people seriously underestimate. They're low in calories, but packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that your body craves, especially as you age. These include vitamin K, which is critical for bone health and blood clotting, as well as vitamins A and C, which boost your immune system and protect your skin and vision. But it doesn't stop there. Leafy greens are also a fantastic source of fiber, the kind of fiber that not only helps your digestion, but also keeps your blood sugar stable and your heart happy. And when it comes to fighting inflammation, which scientists now recognize as a root cause of aging and many chronic diseases, leafy greens work like nature's own anti-inflammatory medicine. Now, here's something fascinating. In Okinawa, Japan, one of the world's most studied blue zones where people often live well into their 90s and 100s, dark leafy greens are a daily staple. In fact, the Okinawan diet includes several varieties of greens that are eaten raw, boiled, or stir-fried. And it's not just about the nutrients. It's also about the powerful antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene, which help protect your cells from oxidative stress, the kind of internal wear and tear that accelerates aging. Eating just 1 to 2 cups of leafy greens a day has been shown to slow down cognitive decline and lower the risk of heart disease, two of the biggest factors that impact both the quality and length of life. And remember, these greens aren't only for salads. You can blend them into smoothies, stir them into soup, saute them with garlic, or even bake them into healthy chips. People often think the secret to living a longer life is complicated, something only found in expensive superfoods or faraway cultures. But the truth is, something as simple as adding leafy greens to your daily meals can make a profound difference over time. You don't need to completely change your diet overnight. Just one plate at a time, one handful of greens at a time, or make it a habit, and you're already walking the path to a longer, stronger life. So remember, food number 1 is leafy greens. Eat them every day. Your body, your brain, and your future self will thank you. Food number 2 is berries. These small, colorful fruits might look delicate, but inside, they hold some of the most powerful health-protecting compounds found in nature. Whether it's blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries, eating berries every single day is one of the simplest and smartest choices you can make if your goal is to live a longer, healthier life. Berries are loaded with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, the natural pigments that give them their rich red, blue, and purple colors. These antioxidants help your body fight oxidative stress, a harmful process that damages cells and speeds up aging. Over time, oxidative stress can lead to chronic diseases like cancer, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. But when you eat berries regularly, you arm your body with the tools it needs to fight back and repair itself. But it's not just about antioxidants. Berries are also high in fiber, which supports healthy digestion and helps keep your blood sugar levels stable. Unlike sugary snacks that spike your insulin, berries offer a naturally sweet flavor with a low glycemic impact, meaning they satisfy your sweet tooth without harming your health. This is especially important as we age, since blood sugar control plays a big role in preventing diabetes and protecting the brain. Speaking of the brain, researchers have found that berries have a direct effect on brain health. Several long-term studies have shown that people who eat berries multiple times per week experience slower rates of mental decline. The flavonoids in berries appear to support communication between brain cells and reduce inflammation, which may help preserve memory and protect against diseases like Alzheimer's. Another key point is heart health. Berries help lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and improve blood vessel function. One study even found that women who ate 3 servings of blueberries and strawberries per week had a significantly reduced risk of heart attack. These aren't exotic or hard-to-find fruits. These are everyday berries that you can keep in your fridge or freezer and add to meals with almost no effort. And let's not forget, Berries are versatile. You can toss them into your morning oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, mix them into yogurt, or simply enjoy them fresh as a snack. The important thing is consistency. It's not about eating them once in a while. It's about making them a part of your everyday life. So if you're serious about living to 100, not just surviving but thriving, then make this a daily habit. Choose nature's candy. Choose healing over harm. Choose long-term energy and clarity over short-term cravings. Remember, food number 2 is berries. Eat them every day, and your heart, brain, and entire body will thank you, now and for decades to come. Food number 3 is legumes. If there is one group of foods that quietly powers some of the longest living populations on Earth, it's legumes. These include beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas. They're humble, affordable, and incredibly versatile, but don't let their simplicity fool you. Legumes are nutritional giants that play a powerful role in helping people live well into their 90s and even past 100. One of the most important reasons legumes support longevity is their high fiber content. Just one serving can deliver a massive boost of both soluble and insoluble fiber. This helps with digestion, keeps bowel movements regular, and, most importantly, helps lower cholesterol levels. That means less strain on your heart, lower blood pressure, and better circulation. In fact, people who eat legumes daily show significantly lower rates of heart disease, the #1 cause of death worldwide. Legumes are also one of the best plant-based sources of protein. As we age, maintaining muscle mass becomes harder, and losing it leads to weakness, poor mobility, and a higher risk of injury. Protein from legumes helps support muscle repair and growth without the inflammatory effects often associated with processed or red meats. That makes them ideal for healthy aging. But here's something even more fascinating. In nearly every blue zone around the world, legumes are a daily staple. In Nicoya, Costa Rica, centenarians eat black beans almost every day. In Icaria, Greece, people enjoy lentil soups regularly. And in Sardinia, Italy, chickpeas and fava beans are part of the traditional diet passed down through generations. The link between legumes and long life isn't just cultural, it's biological. Legumes also help regulate blood sugar levels. Because of their low glycemic index, they're digested slowly, preventing sudden spikes in blood sugar. This is critical for preventing type 2 diabetes and managing energy levels throughout the day. A steady supply of energy means fewer crashes, better focus, and greater endurance, all factors that matter more as the years go by. Plus, legumes are rich in essential nutrients like folate, magnesium, potassium, and iron. These support brain function, nerve health, and oxygen flow throughout the body. They also contain antioxidants and phytonutrients that reduce chronic inflammation, a hidden driver behind nearly every major age-related disease. And the best part is how easy it is to include them in your daily meals. Add lentils to soups and stews, mix black beans into rice dishes, roast chickpeas for a crunchy snack. You don't need to eat huge portions. Just make them a regular part of your plate. Over time, those small servings add up to big protection. So remember, food number 3 is legumes. Eat them every day, and you're not just filling your stomach, you're fueling your future, one spoonful at a time. Food number 4 is nuts. When it comes to small foods that deliver massive health benefits, nuts are in a league of their own. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, cashews, Brazil nuts, and hazelnuts. Each type offers something unique, but they all share one thing in common. They're incredibly dense in nutrients that support longevity. People who live to be 100% don't just avoid disease. They actively nourish their bodies every single day, and nuts are one of the most efficient ways to do exactly that. Nuts are packed with healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are essential for heart health. These good fats help lower bad cholesterol, reduce inflammation in the arteries, and support healthy blood pressure. In fact, multiple large studies have shown that people who eat a handful of nuts daily can reduce their risk of heart disease by up to 30%. That's not a minor statistic, it's a life-changing one. They're also rich in magnesium, a mineral that supports everything from nerve function and energy production to muscle health and even mood stability. Magnesium is especially important as we age because deficiencies can lead to fatigue, irritability, poor sleep, and muscle weakness, issues that many older adults struggle with. Just a small serving of nuts each day helps prevent that spiral and keeps the body in balance. But nuts don't just benefit the heart and muscles, they also nourish the brain. Walnuts in particular are known for their high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, which help protect brain cells, improve memory, and support emotional health. As the brain naturally begins to slow with age, these nutrients can help maintain cognitive sharpness and reduce the risk of age-related decline. Nuts are also excellent sources of antioxidants, plant-based protein, and fiber. The antioxidants protect your cells from damage, the protein helps repair tissue and support immunity, and the fiber aids digestion and helps you feel fuller for longer. All of this contributes to weight management, not through restriction, but by creating natural satisfaction. People often fear that nuts are high in calories, but the truth is, when eaten in moderation, they support a healthy metabolism and reduce the likelihood of overeating. It's no coincidence that nuts are featured in every single longevity diet studied by researchers. In Loma Linda, California, one of the only blue zones in the United States, the long-living Seventh-day Adventist population consumes nuts almost daily. This single habit is associated with several extra years of life expectancy. You don't need to eat a bowl of them. Just 1 ounce a day, around a small handful, is enough. Sprinkle them on oatmeal, mix them into salads, or simply eat them as a snack. Just make sure they're raw or dry roasted, without added sugars or processed oils to get the full benefit. So remember, food number 4 is nuts. Eat them every day, and you're not just giving your body what it needs, you're giving it the tools to thrive, stay strong, and age with confidence and clarity. Food number 5 is fermented foods. This may be the most overlooked category on the path to living a long and vibrant life, yet it has been quietly protecting human health for thousands of years. Fermented foods include yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, tempeh, and even fermented soybeans like natto. These foods are rich in live, beneficial bacteria, known as probiotics, that directly nourish your gut. And what many people don't realize is that your gut is not just responsible for digestion. It's a central command center for your immune system, your mood, your brain, and your overall well-being. As we age, our gut microbiome, the community of trillions of microbes inside us, begins to lose its diversity. That decline has been linked to increased inflammation, poor digestion, weaker immunity, and a higher risk of chronic disease. But when you eat fermented foods daily, you actively rebuild and strengthen that inner ecosystem, where you feed the good bacteria, crowd out the harmful ones, and help your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. Studies have shown that people who regularly consume fermented foods have lower levels of inflammation in the body. That's crucial, because chronic inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of aging. It wears down organs, damages blood vessels, and accelerates cognitive decline. But fermented foods help calm that internal fire, bringing the body back to a state of balance. Yogurt and kefir, for example, contain specific strains of probiotics that have been shown to improve digestion, support mental health, and even boost the body's ability to fight infection. Kimchi and sauerkraut, made from fermented vegetables, are not only probiotic rich, but also packed with antioxidants and immune-supporting vitamins, like vitamin C, miso, and tempeh. Traditional fermented soy products offer gut healing benefits along with plant-based protein. And it's not just modern science that supports these foods. In traditional Japanese diets, fermented items like miso soup and natto are consumed daily, often with breakfast. In Korea, kimchi is a staple at nearly every meal. These aren't trends. They are deeply rooted habits in some of the longest living cultures on the planet. Fermented foods also support mental clarity and emotional well-being. This connection between the gut and the brain is known as the gut-brain axis. It means that what you eat doesn't just affect your body. It affects your thoughts, your stress levels, and even your risk of depression or anxiety. When your gut is healthy, your mind becomes sharper and more resilient. Incorporating fermented foods into your routine doesn't have to be complicated. A spoonful of yogurt in the morning, a side of kimchi with dinner, a warm cup of miso soup on a cold day. Small daily choices made consistently add up to a massive impact over time. So remember, food number 5 is fermented foods. Eat them every day, and you'll not only strengthen your gut, you'll be laying the foundation for long-term health, clarity, and vitality from the inside out. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. But if you start eating these 5 foods every single day, leafy greens, berries, legumes, nuts, and fermented foods, you could be building a foundation for a longer, stronger, and healthier life. And remember, it's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years.